Yes, teacher.
All right, so I am Laurel Archer. I am from North Carolina, USA. I am the teacher in this group. I started Laurel's Learning Lab a couple years ago to help you guys online, and I'm excited to have all you here today. So we are going to discuss an article and we're going to talk about English. So why don't you introduce yourselves first? Nelson, go ahead.
Okay, good morning because in my country is still morning. And my name is Nelson Vasquez. I'm from Honduras, Central America. Like I said, between North America and South America. And I to see all of you. I'm so eager to take advantage of this class. Okay.
Great. All right, Chris, you're next.
Okay, I'm Chris. I'm from Philippines, but now I'm living in Canada, Toronto. Good afternoon, everyone. Nice to meet you all.
All right, Renato, you're next.
Okay, hello guys, I'm from Brazil, Renato, and I work as a teacher, private class teacher, but this is just for make an extra money. I help some friends to learn the basic and to intermediary of English, and I'm here to improve my English. Thank you so much, Laura.
No problem. Gabriel, how are you? What do you do?
Okay, this is Gabriel. I'm from Brazil. It's beautiful country, and I'm English teacher here in Brazil for Brazilians.
That's right. That's right. Just like Renato, I think.
Yes.
So you guys are friends in the group.
But he knows more than myself. Then I recommend him.
You guys are both comparative. I think you are. Okay, Asma, can you go next?
Oh, okay.
No, Asma.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My name is Asma. I'm 20. I'm from Algeria. I'm student and I love learning languages. I'm now learn English with Laurel and Sabrina and French with Abu, and I'm learning Turkish with a Turkish teacher.
Wow, that's awesome. That's amazing. Turkish is my next language after Spanish. Maybe Portuguese someday too. I promise. I will try and learn them all. All right.
To become a polyglot.
That's right. I will become a polyglot. Right now, I'm just bilingual. I only know French and English. But someday I will be trilingual and more. So who knows? It took me only 20 years to learn French. All right. Abdul Hadi, your turn.
Yeah, my name is Abdelhadi and I'm from Morocco. I'm 43 years old. I work as a farmer. I speak Arabic, French, English.
Okay, awesome. All right, Mike.
Oh, okay. My name is Harold. I'm Asian.
Harold.
I live currently in Dominican Republic. So I learn Spanish and speak French, mother tongue, and Creole, and I learn Spanish and English.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Very cool. So Dominican Republic, they speak Spanish. In Haiti, they speak French, right next door. And
yes,
Creole?
Yes, Creole and French, and I learn Spanish and English.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Abu, you're next.
Hi everyone, and good afternoon from Senegal. This is Abu Jallo. I'm 25 and I'm here today to learn English with Laurels. So nice to meet you all, guys.
Yes. Abu is the teacher of the French class, the in beginning French class on Sundays.
My class is for beginners.
Yes. And I'm happy to help him on that class because it's fun for me to learn along with everyone else. Okay. Samir?
Yeah, thank you. I am the last one. So first of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Kaji Samir Ahmed and my Facebook name is Alvi Ahmed. And I am from Dhaka, Bangladesh, and I live in Dhaka. And my My nationality is Bangladeshi, and I am studying in Notre Dame University, Bangladesh, in English language and literature, and
That's good.
I am very much interested to be a part with this family, with this English family, and
All right.
to be with you, and to be with Chris, and to be with you, and to all of my friends in this group. And I'm very much pleased
All right. Sounds good.
to be a member in this family. Thank you very much, all of you.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm going to mute everybody until we get to the part where we ask you to say things. So let's move to the next part of our lesson, move it right along here. And I'm going to give you guys a choice between two articles. Okay, the first one, this is on Engoo, ENGOO.com. You just look for daily news and you can find any of these. These are a great way to study. So this is what it looks like. If you go to Engoo Daily News, you don't even have to log in or anything. You just look for this. And there's a lot of articles here. Would you buy a home in this floating city? Harry and Meghan, the royal family, many things. Okay, so I decided to choose between shake on it with these business deal phrases, or 70-year-old becomes oldest person to row the Atlantic. Okay, if you have a choice, put it in the chat and then I can tally up the votes and see which one wins. 70-year-old or shake on it business phrases. Which one do you guys want to do?
Well, I will tell you that I'm very amazed by the 7-year-old man.
Yes, I agree with you. Anyone else?
Teacher, I also agree with the topic you have told in here.
Okay, so you go for the 70-year-old. Anyone else?
Yeah, me also. I agree for the 7 years old. I'm very curious.
All right, I have 3 votes. Let's do it.
Me too, me too. The old guy.
Yeah, the old guy.
Yeah.
All right. So 70-year-old becomes oldest person to row the Atlantic. So as you know, we do vocabulary first. If you want to leave your voice on and repeat after me, you can do that. So I will say the word and then you will repeat it after me. So the first word is row.
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 Okay.
Row.
So who wants to give me the definition of row? Nelson, go ahead.
Okay. Row. The first one, vocabulary. Row. Just a minute. Row. To move a boat across water using oars and paddles. We kept rowing until we reached the coast.
Okay. So do you guys know the English song, Row, Row, Row Your Boat? We learned that when we're young. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. So it's a cute song that we sing.
I heard that. Yes, teacher, I heard that.
That's a good one. Actually, I taught French to little kids, and I took that song and I put the French days of the week in it. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, 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 et dimanche.
Wow, amazing.
We have
it's
we have a French speakers here. They can tell you.
Yeah, teacher Abu.
Abu, you need to teach the song to us next week. Or maybe I will. I will help you out. Okay, awesome. All right, so next sentence, unassisted. Asma? You want to do it?
Yes, George. I'm not seeing. George was not able to walk. Unassisted for
Unassisted.
several unassisted for several weeks after the accident.
Okay, so unassisted means without any
That
help from a
he
person
can't
or thing.
he
Right,
can't
he can't,
walk without help.
exactly, without assistance, without help, without aid.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
so,
same word in French language,
right,
assisted. So you
assisted,
just add the prefix un and it will be in assisted.
yeah, assist or unassist. So if I'm assisted, then I can't walk unless I'm assisted, or he's not able to walk unassisted. So it's like two negatives here. He was not able to walk unassisted. He was able to walk assisted. Do you see?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So that's why it's, you can do two negatives in a sentence, but you just have to do them correctly. So, yes, and I think it is close to the French. All right, next one is proud. Let's see who's available for that.
Teacher, can I?
Sure, go ahead, Chris.
Okay. Proud. Feeling happy about something one has achieved or is corrected with. She is very proud of her young son.
Great, great. So you guys have heard this word before, proud, right?
Proud, yeah. There
Proud.
is a
Proud.
novel, Prejudice and Proud. Proud and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, yes,
Pride.
that's true.
Yes.
Pride and
Yes.
Prejudice.
Yeah, so pride is the noun form of proud, which is the adjective.
Oh, okay. It's a great, great novel.
Yeah, it is a great novel, especially if you like Jane Austen and you can read that kind of text. So I think the novel, you know, sometimes pride can be a bad thing, and prejudice is obviously a bad thing. So that's why we have to understand in her time what it meant, because people in that time were different than the people in our time. You know, they were all worried about the class structure and about what women could do in that time was not the same as what women can do now. So she had to deal within the social hierarchy. That word hierarchy is a very strong, you know, like it's an indication of class. So if you are proud, you should be proud of yourself and your accomplishments. Everybody should be proud of themselves. But when you have too much pride, that's when there is a problem. Okay.
So you start to become arrogant when you have
exactly.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's a good observation, Harold. All right. Unbelievable. Say that.
Unbelievable.
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 I love it.
Unbelievable.
So when something is unbelievable, it is so good, extreme, it's hard to believe. So if somebody does something good, wow, unbelievable. I can't believe she can sing like that. If you guys know who Angela Hale is, she's this little girl that won second place in America's Got Talent for kids. And she has this incredible voice. And it's unbelievable how she can sing.
Yeah.
She's got such a rich voice. And I was just watching her for like the last hour today. And I'm like, you know how you get caught up in music and you don't want to do your work? That was me this morning.
Yes.
So I was listening to her and I was like, wow, unbelievable. She can sing all these amazing songs. So I think that's beautiful. And that's my living piece now. I'm going to write about beauty in music this month. And she's my example. So it's unbelievable how well she can sing and how she's so humble.
Yeah, so this word unbelievable, can we use it for a person who always lying on people and the people, they start losing trust on him?
Yes, you can use it in the negative. So in the negative, you would say, it's unbelievable how he expects us to trust him, or it's unbelievable that, you know, or I don't believe him. You know, he says he's going to finish in an hour. I don't believe that. It's unbelievable. But I tend to think that we should use it in the positive way. But, you know, it's important to know if it's positive or negative every time. So it's hard to believe either good or bad. You can use it either way. All right. Who wants to say the sentence?
Yes. I want to say.
Tough.
Go ahead, Gabriel.
Okay. It's
No, my friend was starting the sentence that I can pass.
Okay. All right, then go ahead. Who?
Oh.
Harold?
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's unbelievable how many people came to see the show.
Yes. So if you are a musician or an actress and you don't know who's going to be out there watching you and you think 10 people will come and then you see 100 or 1,000 out there, that's unbelievable. It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
That's a good thing. All right. Next, Ahmed, you can do, some of you can do tough.
Okay. Tough. Difficult and needing a lot of effort.
Effort.
Effort. This is going to be a tough year for farmers.
Good. So now you see that O-U-G-H in that word, tough. So there's a lot of words that have an O-U-G-H in them, and not all of them sound like uff. They sound like cough or through or, you know, there's some that are the same, like tough and rough. If you guys can think of any other O-U-G-H words, there's like 5 different ways to say that sound. And there's even ones that we don't even say in English, like Scarborough. You know, that's an English town, a British town. And there's there's a poem about this sound. So this one is the sound, tough. All right. Next one, dedicate. Who wants to do dedicate? Who hasn't gone yet? Gabriel, you can do this one.
Okay. To say something that, to say that something has been done, written, etc. For a particular person of group. The writer dedicated the novel to his wife.
Perfect. Okay, so this is the verb form, dedicate, and you can also say the noun form, dedication. Okay. So if you guys want to say dedicate, you can.
Or dedicate too, when it's not
dedicate.
That's right. When I teach you a word, I will definitely teach you the stress. So when I say the word, I say dedicate. So we know where the stress is in this word. Dedicate.
Dedicate.
That's right.
Dedicate.
All right. So dedications are special. They're for a special occasion. You can dedicate a song or a poem or a eulogy when somebody dies at the funeral. You can dedicate a book to somebody important in your life. You can dedicate a song to someone. So let's see what happens with that word here. So here we are at the article. 70-year-old becomes oldest person to row the Atlantic. Okay, who wants to read first?
Yes, I want.
People raise their hands. Let me see who they are. Abu, I want you to start.
Yes, thank you. 70 years old. Yes, a 70-year-old Englishman has become the oldest person to row solo and unassisted across the Atlantic Ocean. And not only did he break a world record, but he also raised over $1 million for charity while doing so.
Very good. Okay, so that noun form is record. If we use it as a verb, it's record. But this situation, a world record. All right, and then
record.
That's right, record, record.
Nice.
Okay. Record is the verb. There's a whole list of words that are like nouns and verbs. This is just one of them. So just a little tidbit for you guys. Okay, and the other thing is $1 million. $1 million for charity.
$1 million for charity.
$1 million for charity.
Good.
$1 million.
All right. So very cool. He did it for charity. He didn't just do it for himself. He did it to help a charity. So that also gives you motivation as a person to do something for someone else, makes you stronger, makes you more likely to succeed, I think, mentally. So let's see how he did it. So paragraph 2. Yes, it is unbelievable. Okay, so I need to see hands raised. Let me see who is available.
Okay.
Harold, do you want to do it?
Yes. Okay. Frank was well studied. He's over 5,800 kilometers. 5,800 kilometers. 4,000. Okay, thank you. 4,800 kilometer journey in the Canary Islands. On December 12, 2020. Owens and a boat called Never to Hold. It took him 56 days to cross the finish line in the island of Antigua.
Antigua, that's right.
And the Caribbean.
Caribbean and Caribbean. I think we say both ways.
Okay.
Okay, great. And boat. Make sure you say the O sound. Boat.
Boat.
If you're going to imitate an American speaker, I think if you're imitating a British speaker, you could say boat or something else, but boat is how I say it. Rowing in a boat, just like row, row, row your boat that I sang at the beginning. Okay. Let's see.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why?
Go ahead.
Why for 800 kilometers? Not kilometers, is kilometer.
Some people say kilometer.
Not plural.
Kilometer or a kilometer. I think it could be said both ways.
But why here it is a singular, not a plural?
Because it's an adjective. Good question. So if I say $100 bill, I say dollar. I don't say dollars bill. I say $100 bill. Here I say 4,800 kilometer journey or kilometer journey.
Okay.
Okay.
So
yes, it's an
another
adjective.
question, what is the difference between here 56 days to cross, not to across?
Oh, because this is a verb, to cross the finish line. If we say across, that's an adjective or like part of a prepositional phrase or something. But this is a verb, so you say cross. Cross the finish line.
It's always I cross the road, not across the road.
Oh, definitely. Now, if you're depending on the sentence. So I see if you say I cross the road, that's your sentence. But if you say across the road, there is a store.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, sometimes I confuse with island and island. Sometimes I confuse.
That's another good question. You never say the S. You always say island.
Island. And in French, they say island. Island.
Island? Is that true, Abu?
In French.
I don't think you say the S in French.
In French language, they say île, les îles.
Yeah, you say île
in
or
plural, îles.
No, in here, S is the silent letter. This is called the island. S is the silent letter.
Right, exactly. So isle, island, they're both silent. But good, because that's
island.
Island,
like,
yes.
Yeah. Like a castle.
Castle, right. Well, no, you say the S in castle, but you don't say the T.
Yeah.
Castle.
Castle.
Yes. So you just have to figure out which ones are silent and which ones you have to say. So yeah, so island, castle. There's a castle on this island.
Like Isle.
Yeah, the Isle of Man. And then in French, when you say Ile de la Cité, that's isle or island in the city. So that's, I don't think you say the S in French either. Hi, Dajia. I'm glad you're here. I know you're walking right now. So just wanted to say hi.
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 All right. And I know Brian came in late. Brian, how are you doing? Maybe he's not listening at the moment. Okay, let's continue with our next paragraph, number 3. Who wants to do it? Raise your hand now.
Can I do it?
Sure, go ahead.
Thank you. Although it took him 2 months to complete the journey, Rothwell said he spent over 18 months preparing for it. I'm very proud of what I have achieved and the unbelievable journey I have been on, he said.
Good. Okay, let me tell you what I noticed. Months, it's a harder word to say. Don't say months, say months.
Months.
Good. 2 months to complete the journey.
2 months to complete the journey.
Very good. And when I say it, I don't say eat. I say it. Preparing for it.
Preparing for it.
Yeah, and I don't even say it very strong. I say preparing for it.
Preparing for it.
There you go. See, that's a good connection. All right. I think that was the 2 things I noticed, so that's good. All right. Any questions about this? 18 months preparing. It only took him 2 months to do the journey, but he spent almost 1.5 years preparing for it. So preparation is key if you want it to go well.
Let me try to pronounce month as well. Month?
Yes. Months. There you go. Very good, guys.
Months.
It's a lot. It's a mouthful. Months.
Here for Brazilians, it's too hard. This name.
Yes. Well, you can do it. Months.
It's like a tongue twister. It's
a little bit. If you say it in many words together, like, you know, a lot of M words or, you know, other words together, it is a little bit. The S's are even harder. So if you have an S and a SH in a tongue twister, like she sold seashells by the seashore.
Yeah.
Yes, teacher, very hard.
Terrible.
Yes, teacher.
So
terrible.
That is a harder one. She sold or she sells seashells by the seashore.
She
Who wants to
sells
try?
by the seashore.
Seashore. By the seashore.
Seashore.
Oh, teacher, terrible.
She sells by the seashore the seashells.
It's like a word in Portuguese.
She sells by the seashore. She sells by the seashore and
seashells.
She sells by the seashore. By she.
So first you're doing the SH and then the SE, and then you're doing the SE and then the SH. So
teacher, we have to practice a lots of tongue twister for improving our English.
Well, let's give everybody one more opportunity. She sells seashells by the seashore.
She sells
by the seashore.
You have to listen. Maybe I'll do it a little bit at a time. Okay, everybody. She sells. That's right.
She sells by the seashore.
Seashells.
She sells
She sells.
Seashells.
Seashell. Seashell. By the
She
A little bit
seashore.
sells
older.
Seashore.
the
Right.
She
she
sells.
A little
seashells
bit
by
older,
the
please.
seashore.
That's right.
Seashell
All
by
right.
the seashore.
She
We're,
sells by
we're
the
late. We're
seashore.
missing our fun.
She
Seas.
We
sells
can
fish.
together.
It is not just a
Sabri.
hard. It is not just a hard, but
Seashells
it's
by the
horrible.
fish.
Seashell.
Oh,
Seashell by the seashore.
seashell. No, not seashell.
That's right. Oh gosh, Jajia is back in. Okay. So one more time. She sells seashells by the seashore.
She
She
sells
se-
seashells
she
by the
sells she
seashore.
sells
We
by the
Good
can
job,
seashore.
Renato.
She sells by the
together.
seashore, isn't it?
Let's get some order.
Yeah.
I
Right.
need to try
Gabriel?
to.
She
We can
sells
try.
by the seashore.
Okay. Chris, you want to try?
She shall by the seashore. Oh my gosh, teacher. Horrible, sorry, teacher. It's hard.
It's okay.
No, very good try. Very good try.
Okay, Jazia, you want to try?
I wanna try.
Okay, go ahead.
Teacher, we have to go to our topic.
I know we do. Okay, fine. Let's continue. All right. So the next one.
Sorry, just
I'm not done.
Teacher, when
Busted. Please go to the article.
Okay, so number we're on, although it took no, the record-breaking journey. Who wants to say the record-breaking journey? Raise your hand.
Okay.
Teacher.
Teacher,
Can
can
I-
I say?
Teacher.
Okay, hold on. Let me see who raised their hand. And the first one is Nelson. Go,
Okay.
Nelson.
Okay. The record-breaking journey was part of an annual competition called the Talisker Whiskey Atlantic Challenge, which is often described as the world's toughest row. People usually spend 2 hours rowing and then 2 hours sleeping, all while facing waves that can be up 6 meters high.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
The other one,
Yeah.
That's not only a long distance, but it's difficult conditions.
Not only unbelievable, it's craziness as well.
I agree. 6 meters high. I'm sure that's very, very tall. Maybe taller than a person. And if you're in a rowboat, you're not protected, right?
it's kind of risky, huh?
That's very risky. I mean, he could have gotten, capsized or turned over the boat anytime.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens.
It could be capsized.
Capsized is a good word, right?
Yeah.
So capsized with a D on the end is the past tense. Okay.
What about the other one?
The Atlantic Ocean has a name. They call it the Ocean of the Darknesses.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah,
I've never
so
heard that
it is in Arabic, but I don't know if they have the same translation in English or not.
I've never heard it. That's kind of interesting.
Never heard it as
Because
well.
it is a hard because it is hard ocean, and always there is storms in the Atlantic Ocean. It's not like the Pacific Ocean.
Okay. You're not, we can't hear you at the moment. So we'll just continue on. Okay. Next person to read, Asma. If you were there.
Yes. It's not the record breaking, it's usual takes, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
The fifth paragraph.
Yes.
It usually takes between 30 and 90 days to finish the race, with boats carrying up to 4 rowers.
Carrying up.
Carrying up to 4 rowers.
Right. So carrying up to 4 rowers. So there could be 4 people in this boat. I think he's by himself. I don't think anyone went with him because they would have said so. And so usually it takes 30 to 90 days with up to 4 people. It only took him 56 by himself. So that's amazing.
A lot of effort.
A lot of effort. And look how old he is when he does this. Okay, Rothwell took part. Who wants to do that one? Let's have Harold do this one. Are you there?
You want me to read it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Rothwell took part in the competition to raise money for Alzheimer's research, UK, and he has raised more than 1.3 million so far.
Good.
He also dedicated his achievement to his wife's brother, who died of Alzheimer's during Rothwell's journey.
Wow. Okay. So who did he dedicate it to?
His wife's brother.
That's right. His wife's brother who died of Alzheimer's during the journey. So he died while this Rothwell was on his trip. Okay. Last paragraph.
Can I try, teacher?
Sure, go ahead, Chris.
Rowing across the Atlantic is not Rothwell's only achievement. Others include spending 5 weeks living on an island using only the basic tools for a Bear Grylls TV show, climbing Mount Kilimanjaro. How do you pronounce it, teacher? And Kilimanjaro, and traveling around the world on his own yacht.
Yes, yacht. That's a big boat. So definitely he is an adventurer. He spent 5 weeks living on an island on his own using basic tools. If you guys ever saw Tom Hanks on the island when he was in that movie, he had only a coconut.
Yeah, now everything makes sense. Now
Right.
everything makes sense.
Because he's able to do these things. I mean, he is just cut out for this. He is made for this. He's made himself into this adventurer, and so he can do these things. He climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. Climb with no B, Chris. Climbing.
Do you guys know where is the Kilimanjaro?
What country is it in?
In Africa.
Yeah. It's in Africa. So,
Yes.
And it's one of the tallest mountains in the whole world.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Nice.
I think in Kenya.
This is the first time that I heard, teacher. Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro.
Yeah, I think in Kenya, Kilimanjaro in Kenya.
Yes, I believe so. And then of course he's traveled around the world in his own yacht. So he looks like a sailor, doesn't he? With his white beard and his captain hat and everything. So here's his picture in the new world record. So obviously they picked a perfect person to do this.
Yeah, but definitely.
All right. We have about 5 minutes for questions. So let's answer these 3 questions. How long did it take Frank Rothwell to row across the Atlantic?
56 days.
How many?
56 days.
That's right, 56
Wow.
days.
56 days.
56
Very
days.
good. Yeah. And how much money has Rothwell raised for Alzheimer's research UK?
$1.3 million.
$1.3 million.
1.3, over 1 million, but exactly 1.3 million so
1.3.
far. Yes.
A lot of money, huh?
Or $1.3 million. You can say it either way.
Nice.
All right. What are some of Rothwell's other achievements?
Climbing the Kilimanjaro.
That's right.
Climbing Mount.
Kilimanjaro.
Living
And also
5 weeks. Living 5 weeks in the island.
On the island.
With basic tools.
That's right. For a TV show.
TV show, yep.
No, TV show, it's not.
But a death, a sent to death TV show.
Yes, I don't know. And then traveling around the world.
Around the world on his.
That's right.
Yeah.
For not for TV. That should have been on TV. So
endorsement.
Yes, he is adventurous. He's definitely an adventurous person. Okay, let's pick like two more questions.
He is a visceral person.
Visceral, like feeling it. Oh, physical.
Yeah.
I would say he's more physical. He's he likes. I mean, he's not a skydiver, so it's not about adrenaline for him. It's about survival. It's about persistence and tenacity. Do you know what tenacity?
He is just a legend.
A legend. Yeah, he is, I think. I mean, obviously, if we know, you know, the legends out there, Amelia Earhart with airplanes and, you know, who's the guy that used to work with tigers? You know, these guys, there's just some people that stand out in history about with achievements. The one that's in North Carolina, Orville, and I think the brother's name was Harold, the Wright brothers. They created the first plane that flew, and that's in a museum here in North Carolina. So those are notable achievements.
Jazia is trying to make us feel jealous.
Jealous of where she is. I want to be by the sea, just like Jazia is.
Yeah. Oh.
No, keep it on. I like it.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on Frank Rothwell's achievement? Do you think this is the last thing he will do?
I hope not.
I hope not too. I hope
you to do more.
Yep.
More for charity, you know, fundraising.
Charity?
I think charity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe if he wants something easier, he can come to Brazil and climb the Christ Redeemer.
Yes, I saw an article on that. It's one of the 7 world wonders now, Gabriel.
Oh,
Christ the
amazing.
Redeemer statue is one of the 7 world wonders. I would like to see that someday.
Amazing.
Yes.
But,
so, last question.
Concerning, it is a easy challenge for him compared to the other ones. Would be more
right. Right. Yeah, that would be nothing for him. He could do that in a day.
After the lunch.
That's right, after lunch.
It's a dessert. Yeah, dessert.
No big deal. I could just jump 50 feet at a time. All right. So, what do you think would be the hardest thing about spending 56 days alone in a boat?
Loneliness.
Can I say, teacher?
In middle of.
Okay, I think that the 56, I think that 56 days in hard will be the a part of or a partly it will be her hardest thing for staying alone or in a loneliness, because when a person will able to stay in a loneliness position or in a loneliness condition, then I think that it will be quite hard for a person to stay alone in a seashore. So I think
agree.
that
I think loneliness would be the biggest issue. Did you guys ever see The Life of Pi?
No, I think that the hardest part, it could be the facing the 6 meters of the waves. Even you are together with people, it's really frightening.
Yeah. Well, we don't know how much of The Life of Pi was real and how much was imagined, right? We don't know if all the tigers and lions and bears, you know, all the things that he saw in that movie were real, or if they were other things. And so we like to think it was magical. And he saw those, you know, fish in the water and, you know, the beautiful things that he saw, but we don't know because he was by himself. And you tend to go crazy when you're by yourself and start imagining things. So I think the loneliness and the difficulty of doing everything on your own like
Yeah, that's true,
navigating the
teacher.
waves and everything else.
Right, I agree.
So, any other
Yes,
last
I
comments?
also agree. I also agree.
I think he likes the feeling of the solitude.
I was going to say that solitude is a great word for that. He loves being by himself. He loves the adventure of it. He loves the fortitude that he has to have to be alone. It's interesting. He definitely is not married.
Yes, or maybe she died, or
Maybe she did.
nah,
Maybe.
we don't know.
Well, we don't know. So
Maybe
some people like to
maybe
be
she is
by
like
themselves.
him. Maybe she is like him.
She's on
Yeah,
her own boat trip somewhere else.
she's on China trip.
Yeah.
Could
He's
be.
Like
adventurous.
it's like a baby's day out.
A baby what?
A baby's day out, a Hollywood movie.
No, I don't know this one.
I don't know it either.
Maybe he had a bad pronunciation.
I don't know. Maybe. You can write it in the
Yes.
chat if you want us to see it. So anyway, we are at the top of the hour, guys. So we're going to end this conversation, but it has been awesome. It's been fun. Thank you for trying to do the tongue twister.
I do one
Thank you for the class. It's always great.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Laura.
You're
Teacher.
welcome. You're welcome, guys. I will see you
Teacher.
next Tuesday, if not before.
Is
So
there no
everybody
sample
take off your audio and say goodbye.
Teacher, the meeting will be in 1 hour,
Goodbye.
2 hours.
Sayonara.
Guys.
Teacher, and
See you later.
I have written the Hollywood movie here, Baby's Day
Yeah,
Out.
Baby's
Okay.
Day Out. Okay, we'll have to check it out.
opportunity?
All right,
Baby's
guys.
day out.
Have a good
All
day.
right.
Have a good
Have a nice
night.
day,
Bye,
teacher.
guys.
Have a good
Have a nice
night.
day.
Okay.